Hello again. Well, here we go again for another possibly rainy day. It's been rainy, you can see from the ground, but it's not at the moment, although it's a tiny little spits of it. Anyway, it is what it is. Just going to stick my head in the station, see a couple of trains straight away that I know are due in now. Fish and chips. Let's talk about fish and chips, shall we? I tried to get something the other day from the harbour. I would have paid $8.95 if they'd been open, but they weren't open. Anyway, someone sent a picture in of a chip van somewhere in Plymouth, I believe, from 1970. Here it is the picture of the chip van. Went round the estates, sold you fish and chips. But here's the punchline. This is the price list from 1970. Isn't that amazing? Now, worked out for comparison, looked into it a little bit. Apparently, for someone that was relatively well off in 1970, the weekly take-home pay was approximately £12 to £13. So maybe it doesn't seem quite that cheap in that case. Yep, that's the first one. Right, get my hat on in a sec once I got underneath the bridge. I didn't think it was going to be raining today. Maybe that's scuppered my plans for my seawall walk. You'll have to play it by ear. Anyway, at least I'm out and about. I'll have something for you to watch. Well, at least we got the wind blocker off today. Gives us a little bit more ambient noise. Lovely. And while I wait for the two trains to come through within a couple of seconds of each other in about a minute's time, quick shout out to, I think it's Jack's Adventures, something like that anyway. I'll put the correct name on the bottom of the screen now, who was on the platform yesterday when I filmed the Pullman go through. Lovely.
One does not stop here. Stand back from the platform edge and hold on to push
Whee! That was that one. I think we've got one more, hopefully, coming in the opposite direction. Just check on real-time trains. No time to check on real-time trains because here it comes. And there we go. Right, let's step out into the rain. Tempted to actually change the name of the channel to Bill's Drizzle Timoth, but I think Bill's Spray of Liquid Sunshine would be more inviting. Okay, so remember yesterday talking about the brass, and I said we were gonna do a little bit on that. Like I say, it's the brass now. Before it was the brass, back in about 2008, and prior to that, it was the brass monkey, which I've shown pictures of before. But before it was the brass monkey, it was the half moon. And if we go back even further, sort of the pre-50s, you actually get the Brass Moon Hotel. So, let's take a look from here. About here, this is kind of how I remember it, with the two doors. Here you go. So that was a Half Moon Hotel, turned into the Half Moon Pub. Used to have the off-licence background there around the corner where the entrance is now, the other entrance. There we go. A little bit more history. Lovely. Now we glance across to the triangle. On what is another dull day, I'm afraid. This is Seems to be non-stop this weather. Never mind though. There we go. Past Phil McCall's, as we all know now, used to be a garage. Oh yes, we learnt that yesterday. Lovely. Well, if all goes to plan, I am going at least to Sprey Point now. I've made up my mind, that's what I'm going to try and do. Let's see if I can do it. A somewhat quieter Team Bean today, but no one outside. They're still going, which is great. Got one of those vans ahead. They normally contain lots of little orange men, so we'll probably see them further along the seawall. I can see one now in the distance. At least they're visible, as it's gone the 1st of April now. That means it's only this part of the beach up here that you can have your dogs on. Oh, hello, woof woof. Yeah, this is the only place you can have your dogs on. It was supposed to be the 1st of May when the dog ban kicked in on the main beach, but because a clerical error took place a couple of years ago, it was made the 1st of April and never been corrected. Someone's been making the most of it, built a sandcastle, and why not? Won't be the sea that washes it away, it'll probably be the rain. That's the blue and green one again. This is for the toots for the blokes. No, no toots for them. There's 2 on one side and 1 on the other. I'd have thought there'd be in a toot. Whee! Dorothy's Diamonds. Foot number 1. Foot number 2. Quick wish. More steam trains this year. Yay! I heard that toot. He gave it a toot to the men in orange. And a toot at Sprey Point 2. Lovely. Yeah, daffs are coming to the end now. Never mind. Crocuses still haven't really sort of come out. You can see the liquid sunshine splashing into the puddle there. Lovely. Right, well, I'm on the brink of it here. In as far as back this way. It hasn't started yet. So we're going to turn around now, get back to shelter before it kicks in anymore. Yes, I think it's sort of coming in from behind me. So I'm heading in the right direction away from it, but I'm still getting a few flecks. I'm right on the edge of the cloud storm, you know, the rainstorm. Well, I guess there's no trains due right this second. They're right in the middle of the rails. I tell a lie. He's on the other line. Whee! I bet he'll have fun when he sees them there. Not even a toot. I wonder if I dress up in orange, if I can go walking down there and film with trains up close from that side. Always worth a try, isn't it? Oh yes. They're nearly walking under Skew Bridge now. I've just bunged the wind blocker on for a sec, so I don't think we're going to see any more trains. Right, I've got to pop over to Lidls later on for milk and bread. Do that right at the end. just make the most of the dryness, which is stopped liquid sunshine in now. So I'm going to go walk all along the seafront, at least as far as the pier. There wasn't big waves coming up there where all those people are just now. And of course, because I've started filming, it stops. Just my luck. Don't know if it's going to show up or not, but since last time I filmed the bowling green, it's had a nice sort of cut at diagonals, getting prepared for its season. Lovely. Here we go, a better view of the lines on the bowling green. And here we go, back into the triangle at the other end. Luders tables outside, brunches tables are outside, coasters are outside, fountain's still there. Seagull is still stuck to the top with super glue. Have to change him soon, they don't last too long up there. Never mind, all good. Yes, everything's going on. A little bit more activity now than earlier on, but it has just eased off with the liquid sunshine. So bonus. Bakehouse. Must get some pasties for Mum and sausage rolls for me in there again soon. Right, gonna head up to Lidls, get me bits and bobs, head up home. Back over the spoons for Barry. Lidls. Right, a bit of a sad end to this video, I'm afraid. Because remember the other day I said about something happened down at the station in the middle of the night, and I showed you a picture, said I haven't heard anything about it. Well, I heard on the grapevine unofficially something about a 19-year-old. That's all I'm going to say without any further proper information. However, this is on the bridge here. So I think it's safe to say something did happen. And well, it's obviously a terrible shame. That's what it was. So with that, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed today anyway for the walk part of it. And yeah, all good. Bit dull, bit grey, but that's okay. See you tomorrow. Bye.